Another personal sad one, The Predator. The creators Jim and John Thompson sue Disney to reclaim Predator rights. So there is a thing in Hollywood. I think after 30 years, basically the creators get the rights reverted back to them, borderline no matter what. Like even if something's in production, and we know Disney bought Fox. Fox owns Aliens, Predator, all that stuff. So they are in production right now. They're in pre-production of this movie called Skulls, which was supposed to be a surprise, but internet sleuths spoiled it, and it was going to be Skulls in the form of Predator. It was a new Predator movie. It was Predator 5, because he collects skulls. So uh, that leaked. Everyone knew Predator 5 was coming. And these guys, I guarantee, aren't getting paid because Disney does not like paying original creators or anyone that writes their novelizations. So anything expanded universe that is non-canon, but they still print as legends now, they're not getting a paycheck because Disney is an awful, horrible corporation. So these guys are suing Disney and they are trying to get the rights back. So what they could do is they can get the rights back and do their own thing. They can, take it all back and kind of do their own thing, develop something else if they want, or they can get the rights back but sell them to Disney. And because since Disney is in production on Skulls, they would basically get a good profit off that and everything and maybe have some input. Right now, I think they're just pushed aside and Disney's like, well, we own this. We're going to take the property and make what we want. The guy making Skulls, Dan Trachtenberg, I believe, he made what was that J.J. Abrams continuation of Cloverfield and all that. The one where they're in a bunker. You guys will know what I'm talking about. They're in the bunker the whole time, John Goodman. So I believe he made that, and he's a good, competent director and everything. But he he is making Skulls, which I'm okay with, and they're going the route. They are getting woke with it. They're doing what Hollywood's doing. They're taking. So let me give you this scenario, okay? And it's back in time. An Apache warrior is I'm pretty sure it's Apache. Native American Indian Apache warrior is out, and the predator is hunting his tribe, I guess, or his hunters, his tribe of hunters, and it's them, I guess, against a predator. Which I always thought of when I was little. I was like, oh, Native American with all like the old school traps, like stone arrows and all that stuff. That could be so cool. Because what does Arnold do at the end? He's basically, very primitive, taking on the predator. A little bit of technology hunter versus old school hunter. Yeah, it's a very cool concept. So you go directly back in time, and you have that. I mean, that's all they had was bows and arrows and all that stuff. So you take that concept and you have the budget nowadays and the technology and everything else to make it awesome. The only problem is they're going woke, and it's a woman Apache fighting the predator. So I love women. There are strong women. There are women that can handle themselves and take care of business. But the Apache women, I was looking it up. I was Googling Wikipedia and all that stuff. And Apache women, there were very few warriors. I don't know if they just added that into the article to be, like, there's women can do anything, but mostly it was the hunter gatherer, and then the woman that gathered and took care of the family. Basically the farm life around the house, took care of the babies, raised and you know, then made the warrior descended on the way to the other guys that took the kids out and showed them the ways of providing basically. So, but they're taking the woman and making her the main character. So it could still turn out really cool if they make it how she could take on a predator. That's fine. We saw what is it, Alice Braga in Predators. I mean, she handled herself well, but I don't know. I don't know. I just imagine a male Native American guy, tribal paint, the cold mud taking on the predator. That just seems 10 times cooler to me. Then they're probably gonna have a skinny little pretty thing going around, and it just the problem isn't so much even the woman. It just takes your mind out of it. The sense of suspension of disbelief is cut. Okay, and you're just going into the territory of really like I don't think so, but yeah. So the idea of skulls is awesome, and I know it was written as a male, but then Hollywood plus Disney, it has to be a female. So will she even get injured? Because there's a thing in Hollywood, you can't hurt the female, but maybe because it's an alien guy, he can beat her up. I don't know. Well, she will probably be a Ray, Mary Sue, and slap the predator around, and for hour and a half, and we're supposed to just eat it up. So I don't know. I'm excited because this Predator movie. I'm a big, if you can't tell, Aliens a Predator fan. So I'm excited either way, but I don't know. Come on, man. Come on. So yeah. So well, let's get back to the okay. So they're going to court. I skipped over all this because I got on a rant of skulls. They're going to court to try to get they're part of the deal. They're cheddar, and it could possibly halt production on Skulls, which would kind of suck because whether it's woke or not, I love seeing a new Predator design and that world and all that stuff. Love a good old skull hunting, and this could complicate things. I know the Jason Friday the 13th franchise has been in limbo because they've done the same thing, and the creator owns the rights, but the studio is trying to fight it, so it's all in limbo. He won't let anything new happen, and you have so much good stuff happening with like the Halloween reboot and things. I mean, we could really possibly get a good Jason movie, and we are just sitting in limbo, and it ain't fun for any of the Friday the 13th fans. So I really hope this doesn't happen with Predator, unless the judge says Predator the Skulls movie can continue production. They can release it and everything else. This could all play out in court, and eventually they get their money. I believe they're brothers. They get their money, and then they can come back in and either sell the rights or have part in the next film possibly. Or once that case goes, it'll probably cut everything to Disney, and Disney will probably only make money off Skulls and what they produce, and then it will revert everything back to the original creators, and they will get money from Predator 1, 2, Predators, and the Predator, and the AVP also, 1 and 2. So they would get all that stuff, and instead of Disney, it funneling to Disney. So they need to get their money. They need to get their creator rights and everything, and that's something Disney sucks at. So I hope they win. It'll suck for anything new Predators, got in production if they do halt it, but they need to get their just deserves. Is that the saying? But yeah. So let's hope they get it.